up? What up? What up? You already know what it is, baby. It's the one and only, the Messiah, Mr. Vega, holding it down, repping that honest assholes. You already know what it is. We've been going strong 4 years. Moment with the Messiah, about 3 years. Just been holding it down, just giving y'all content. Shout out to the crew. My boy Big Nizzle going through a lot. Rest in peace, Ant Dog, man. You know what I'm saying? Oh, man, it's crazy times, man. But again, shout out to my brother, Mizzle. Shout out to D-Nut. Shout out to Wit Wit. Shout out to Juice Juice, the rest of the crew. You already know what it is, baby. Now, my thing, the moment with the Messiah is all about giving out flowers. It's all about giving out thanks, giving out praise. And I'm always willing to help my people when it comes to doing this media ish. You already know what it is. With that being said, shout out to my bro, Dank. Sinatra, he been holding it down, one of the best engineers in the game. When I tell you, we are about helping people and giving people flowers, and my bro has been holding me down, giving me all types of game, and it's exactly why the show has been elevating. You already know what it is. With that in mind, the one and only Mr. Vega wants to present y'all another episode of Moment with the Messiah with tonight's guest, the one and only Miss Sylina Renae. What up, girl?
Hey, you know I love you.
Man, it's been a long time coming. You know what I'm saying? We didn't had a couple of setbacks, minor setbacks, but we put it together, we put it in motion, and here you are having your moment. You excited?
I'm very excited. I'm ecstatic right now. Like,
That's what's up. That's what's up.
I
Took
appreciate
you,
you so much.
yeah, no doubt. When you come on the platform, my main thing is to let people know who you truly are, what you stand for, and when your moment is over, I want everyone to know exactly who you are and feel that energy about what you bring. No
Mhm.
matter if you're modeling, no matter if you're doing acting, it don't matter because when you're on with the Messiah, I'm gonna hold you down and we're gonna have a good time. You feel me?
For sure. I feel you.
You know what I'm saying? With that being said, I want to thank you for coming out again. Now, before we get up into the questions, I gotta ask you. You know what I'm saying? When you looked at this podcast, the name Honest Assholes, what was the first thing that came to mind when you thought about it?
So the first thing that came to mind was, you're an honest asshole.
Man, that's the first thing I want people to know. Like, I could be an asshole, but I'm gonna be an honest one.
Yeah,
You know?
I'll be honestly an asshole. Like, I'm an asshole, honestly. Like,
Now, you're originally from Cali, right?
yes, sir.
So let the world know what part of Cali you from.
So I am a straight California girl. Like I'm straight Cali hood, like Cali hood. So I live in Florida now, but I was raised in San Diego, 619.
619. Shout out to Rey Mysterio. All you wrestling fans, I asked that question because when I first linked up with you, I originally thought you was from Florida. You know what I'm
Oh
saying?
yeah.
Because a lot of artists been tapping in with me from Florida, so I just like okay. But when you told me that you had a California background, I was like, okay. And you got a big following too. Shout out to you. You have a
Yeah.
really big following,
Thank you.
and I know people go through a
Mhm.
lot of trials and tribulations when they're in this media business,
Yes.
because the media business, I tell people, it's not for the weak, but at the same time, you gotta have a passion for it. You gotta
Yeah.
have a passion for doing this. I have
Hmm.
a passion for doing what I do because this is what I love doing. I want to be a professional interviewer. I want to be the podcast. I want to be the guy behind the
Hmm.
podcast. That's just what I do,
Yeah.
and I have a
You're
passion.
good. You're wonderful at it. Uh,
Thank you. Thank you. I
you're
really
welcome.
appreciate that because at the
Hmm.
end of the day, man, you got to have a passion for it.
Yeah.
Now, with that being said, let's continue this moment with the Messiah,
Okay.
with the one
Okay.
and only Sylina Renae.
Yes, sir.
Now,
Hey, hey.
this question I got to ask you,
Oh no.
I went through your bio. You make music. You have a lot going on. You do modeling. You do a lot. You know what I'm saying? So, what does first of all, where does Sylina Renae get her motivation when it comes to making her music?
So when it comes to the music for me, um, it is it comes from a place of passion, and it comes from uh the feelings that I have. Um so I completed one album already, and then I'm working on my second. But the motivation to me ever since I was little, I knew that this industry was made for me. I even have pictures that I post on my Facebook. You can scroll down to where I have a karaoke and I'm singing and stuff. And so it's just like I guess it's just a part of my nature or who I am.
I ask that question because people really have to ponder and really think about where does a lot of motivation come from. And you'd be surprised at the answers that I've gotten when I've asked a lot of people, a lot of artists, actors, et cetera, about where they get that motivation from. So the number one thing I learned,
Within me.
yeah, and the number one thing I learned in your answer is that you definitely have a passion for it.
Yeah,
You know what
for
I'm
sure.
saying?
Yes.
Now everyone when they're making music, everyone has some type of message that they're trying to put out there with their music.
Hmm.
It can be anything. That's what makes music so good. Everyone's different, everyone's the same, but I go for the authenticity and how different your message is when you're making these tracks. So for
Yes.
Sylina Renae, what's the message that you're trying to put out there when you're making your music?
So when I made my first album, I was going through a lot of shit in my life. And so I basically my first album is called Zombieland.
Mm.
So, and then if you see my cover photo that I made, it was like the beauty and then it was like the zombie land. So I basically feel like my first album was based on the emotions of what I was going through at the time that I made it. And so the message that I'm trying to portray for others is to just be yourself, be genuine, and no one's perfect. And so my message is to where with my first album I wasn't holding anything back. And so I'm like, fuck this, fuck that. Like I was just chill with my album, like how I was feeling during the time that I made it. So um yeah, that's it.
I mean, first and foremost, your album cover is actually dope.
Thank
You know, I've
you.
seen it. It's actually dope. You know what I'm saying?
I'm glad you like it.
And that's why I come up with these questions because when making music, it's
Mhm.
always some type of genuine message that we're putting out there. You
Yeah.
know, it could be consciously, it could be, hell, it could just be for entertainment purpose, but
Yeah.
you're getting your message across.
Yes.
So, what is Selena Renee's purpose in life, and what goals have you already reached so far on this journey?
So my purpose in life is to just be a good purpose. My motto, I'm going to tell you a few things that I like. So one thing that I like is love always wins regardless of anything that you're going through in life. And we're all living a tough life on this world. Um but my motto is life is not about finding yourself, it's about creating yourself. So I just feel like everybody, like, no matter what they're going through or anything like that, like, I do not ever believe in, oh, well, it's your purpose. And and it's this and that. No, you can create your own life. You can create your own self. So that's what I live by, is just by creating myself and doing the things, such as with my music, acting, modeling, and all of that. Because if you think about it, not e- everyone can do it, but not everyone does it. So
Yeah, everyone does do it, but everyone is not good at it. Everyone doesn't have a passion for it.
that's a good
Everyone,
one.
you know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
now I noticed in your profile, not only do you have passion for it, for music, but let's say your infatuation with music is there. So at what age did you decide to really start doing music, and when did you take it serious?
Shut up, Messiah. All right, so I'm an old ass. So I started doing music when I was younger. Hence why I told you you can scroll down my page. But I started taking music seriously at the age of 41.
Hmm. I mean, there's nothing wrong with taking rap serious. I mean, that's what we got to put out there first and foremost. This is the Messiah telling y'all this shit. There's really no age on rap music. We got to stop telling people that it's an age limit on rap. You know what I'm saying?
It's not.
You got country singers, R&B singers that that are fucking in their 60s still doing music, coming out with new music. You know what I'm saying? It's especially now. You know what I'm saying, with this whole streaming, and people are really getting paid off of the streaming. So we gotta stop putting that shit, put an age on hip hop.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
because let me tell you, Messiah, like I'm 41 or whatever. Wait, 42?
Mm.
But I look better than like most 20-year-olds. Like, so it's just, I think it just comes from an internal situation. Because even though I am coming out doing my rap stuff and singing and stuff like that, there's other artists out there like Cardi B and Glorilla and all of that. And she's having a baby. Good luck to you, girl. Love you. Um, but it doesn't matter to me about the age. It just matters about how you feel inside.
Facts, big facts. Now you noticed. Well, I noticed that you got some modeling under your belt. So tell the world, let us know how deep is your passion for modeling, and when did you start getting into that?
So my passion for modeling and acting and being in movies and all that has always been inside me from a youthful age, I guess. I always wanted to do it, and so I think that God um, plans a way, like it's all in God's timing. So even though I've always been interested in acting and modeling and singing and rapping and all of that, it's just now all coming out at the age of 41. So I've always had a passion for modeling and doing all of that since I can remember. Like, yeah, childhood.
So having all this under your belt, it is always good to have a good support system, a good team behind you. How good is your support system? Do you have like a big support team of people like really giving you advice and coaching you and getting you through all of this?
Yeah, so I have a new manager, a new I would say record label that I'm working with now. Before I had a different support system, but that didn't work out. So I do have a record label owner who wants to have me. I already finished one song, so I'm working on my second album. I'm working on my second song on my album, and so he's definitely a big support system for me. His name is Nate. Um, and and that's it. I really like literally my whole support system is like Jehovah God and myself.
And long, I mean, when you got yourself, you gotta have self support, because that's you should be your biggest fan because you got to keep telling yourself daily that you can do this. You got to tell yourself all the time that you're going to get through
That's like
this.
Snoop Dogg.
You know what I'm saying?
You remember that saying by Snoop Dogg?
We said a few sayings.
Yeah, he's like, I thank myself for that's how I
Yeah,
feel. I'm
yeah.
like, that's how I feel. I thank myself for being motivated. I thank myself for I'm like, oh yes, Snoop Dogg, yes, yes.
You are hilarious. So, give me a time, and it don't matter when in your life, but give me a time when Sylina Renae had to be an honest asshole.
An honest asshole.
Yeah, like give me a situation where you knew that you had to be honest, but you're gonna have to be an asshole while being honest.
So with that said, that question, so literally, there's a lot of situations where I've been asked, several. Let me see, anything recent. A lot of stuff is recent, but I don't want to say it. But
Keep it short and sweet. You don't have to go too much into
yeah,
details. Keep it short and sweet. You feel me?
yeah. So there was one situation with my daughter, and like I just like cursed everybody out on the phone, and said some curse words, and and I was just like, look, this is what I went through when I was 7, blah blah blah. So, but I don't want to get into too much detail about that.
So basically, you just cuss motherfuckers out and didn't give two
Yeah,
fucks.
yeah, I just cuss them out like real quick, like.
So you're an aggressive, honest asshole.
Um, if listen, I'm I'm
It's
a
cool if you are. I'm not tripping.
I'm a professional gangster. Okay, let's leave it at that.
Hey, PG. I love it. I love it. That is hilarious. So,
I'm a professional gangster, bitch.
who are some
That,
people? Who are some people that inspires you in your life to be who you are? Like what? It could be rappers, it could be actors, it could be family members or whatever. Just let the world know who are some people that inspired Sylina Renae.
so before I go into that, that's my new word, bitch.
Okay,
No,
Bish.
it's bish, bitch. So you're
Okay,
not technically calling people a bitch. You're just like bitch. Um,
okay.
but anyways, the people that inspire me a lot, I believe, like especially in the music industry, is what I'm gonna head for is Mariah Carey, Alicia Keys. As far as now, because I am, even though my first album was all rap, this new album that I'm working on is gonna be rap and R&B. But I do really do look up to like Cardi B and Glorilla and Megan Thee Stallion. Like I love their level to where they're at. Like I can make a whole like we can like collaborate type shit.
All the ratchet shit. So
Mm.
it's okay. We all get a little ratchet here and there. It's okay. I'm not judging. you know.
What are you gonna
but
judge? Say so what?
no, I said I ain't judging. We all get a
I
little
want to
ratchet.
hear.
We all make ratchet music. You know what I'm saying? Listen to ratchet music. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
because my first album, I was going hard, like hard on my first album, like just hard. Like I was on some grimy, I was on some Cardi B type shit, like and some Megan Stallion, like yeah, it's pretty hard.
So that goes along with this next question. While being an artist, being in the studio making these tracks, how important is mental health to Sylina Renae, and how does she handle the pressure?
That's a good question. I love you, Messiah. So, mental health is very important. Being the facts of everything that I've been going through in my life, um, I know that mental health is very important in every aspect. And it's so crazy because I'm actually getting my master's degree right now in marriage and family therapy. And look at all the shit that I've been through. Like, so having a mental health perspective is very important because if you don't have that mental health, if you don't have that mental health, then there's like nothing there. Nothing. So mental health, as far as being an artist and being in the industry, is very important because you won't survive. You won't survive without having a strong mindset. You have to have a strong mindset to deal with what you go through in this industry.
And that is a fact. And I, oh my goodness, this is such a deep subject for me because my mental health is everything. I'm going on 6 years that I've been seeing a therapist since 2019. Shout out to Marcy. Um, and we have to really acknowledge that it exists, and
It
we have
does.
to we have to take it serious because when it comes to the pressure, so
Right.
many people fold. So many people don't
Hmm.
handle the pressure.
Right.
That's
And
what
that's so true. So you've been seeing a therapist for 6 years?
that's indeed.
Wow.
Just have my appointment. Seen her the first. Seen her this year. Seen her this year a couple weeks ago. Yeah,
Wow. That is like a perfect example of how important mental health is because especially after COVID, um people were isolated, they were in their house, they didn't know what was going to go on.
I was
And
seeing her during
so
COVID.
you said what?
I was still talking, seeing her during COVID. Like
Yeah.
we were doing the virtual,
Yeah.
virtual. I was still talking to
Yeah.
her.
That's awesome. Like
Yeah,
that makes me so happy because of the fact that I'm actually gaining my master's degree in marriage and family therapy. So I'm going to be a therapist. So to hear other people um knowing that they're taking therapy, especially when it's virtual, it's very rewarding for me, I should say. Like it gives me hope.
definitely, because so many black people are waking up to the fact that there ain't nothing wrong with mental health. Embrace it.
Right.
Get
And
help.
this is what I hear from people discussing mental health too. I always heard a lot like it's mind over matter. Like mind over. No, it's really a real thing. Like it's really real. Like
Yeah, you gotta get your mind. You gotta get your mind right in order. Some
right.
people don't have the mind. Some motherfuckers just live everything based on the matter. You feel me?
Yeah. And then not only that, but if knowing that you do really have a mental health issue and then knowing that people, it's kind of disheartening knowing that people I guess brush it off and then they don't think that it's a real issue. Like people they don't even think that it's real, but it really is. So yeah, like you got to keep your mental right to be able to survive through this.
So, was 2024 a good or bad year for you, or was it a learning experience indefinitely?
Um, so 2024 for me definitely was a learning experience. I have gone through so much stuff within the last past couple of years that like my mind, like I have no other choice but to be laser focused and to realize no matter what the hell I've been through, because not everybody can handle the situations that I have been through in life. They would have probably like gave up or just said fuck this shit or do whatever the hell. So 2024 to me definitely is a learning experience, I should say.
Yeah, because I would. It was definitely a learning experience for me. I didn't fucking. It was nothing. Nothing went right, but I still stood tall. I still stood tall because what am I do? I'm not gonna give up, obviously. So you
Right.
just live and you know what I'm saying. So you just
Yeah.
live and you learn, and just avoid making the same fucking mistakes. That's just
Yeah,
what it is.
exactly.
Now, my last question, since we about to get ready to wrap it up, you know what I'm saying?
Already?
Oh no, we doing good. You feel me?
Okay.
This last question is gonna be enough to where you're gonna have to
Uh-oh.
answer and give us,
I'm like,
you know,
uh-oh.
by 2025, just getting here. We are barely a month in. Nobody has a prediction. Nobody knows the future. They just know their present and what they're going to do to
Mm-hmm.
make their future bright. So, in the year 2025, what is it looking like for Sylina Renae? What do we have to look forward to? What is some goals that you are planning to reach? Let the world know what you are going
Mm.
to accomplish this year. That's yet to, that's yet to be nowhere near done.
Yeah. So I'm just getting started in 2025. It's a whole new year. And so I'm doing a lot of things right now. I'm working on my master's degree in marriage and family therapy.
There we
And
go.
I do have 6 kids and yeah. So not only that, but I'm working on my second album. So I'm working on that as well as doing my modeling and acting and stuff, and that's it. Like just going with the flow, like riding the waves.
And speaking of ways, you have a big following. So let the world know where they can find you, where they can find your music. You know what I'm saying? This is free promo for you. You know what I'm saying? Get you a couple another 100,000 followers.
Yeah, so you can find me, Sylina Renae, Sylina Renae, Sylina. It's spelled like you can think of my name as Selena Gomez, but it's spelled differently, Sylina. And then I have a Selena the Model page and the YouTube Sylina Renae. So everything is mostly Sylina Renae. Just look me up on Sylina Renae and you'll find me, or Google me or whatever, and I'll pop up.
Bonus question before we wrap it up.
No.
Give people what is some free game that you want to give to the young up and coming female rappers that want to get in the game, want to experience all that. Like what advice does Sylina Renae have for them?
So the advice I would have for people trying to come up in the game is to um first and foremost believe in God, have faith, and work hard and never give up no matter what. Like, no matter what life brings to you, always continue to keep pushing it forward. Like, just keep going, because those little days that you feel like you're not doing like much in life and you're like, I'm doing this little ass shit here, that shit eventually adds up and it ends up being a bigger picture for you in your life. You know what I mean? So it's like small goals turn into make your bigger goals, basically. So my advice is just to keep going no matter what, no matter if whatever you're going through in life or whatever, because I know many people could not handle what I went what I've been going through in my life. And so my advice would just be to keep continuing. Like, you fall 1,000 times, you fall 7,000 times. Well, nigga, as long as you get back, nigga, you good. So get back up and keep going. That's my advice.
And there you have it, baby. This is the one and only Mr. Vega, the Messiah. I want to thank y'all for coming out tonight. Another moment has been given to the one and only Sylina Renae. Thank you for coming out, baby girl.
Thank
You
you
already
so
know what
much.
it is. Live streaming. It's Thursday, 7 p.m. You already know, baby. It's the Messiah, Sylina Renae. Shout out to Dank. Let's get it.